Okay, here we go. Degrees in Darkness solo mode. We've been playing here. Just me. It's solo. This is how it works. Been playing this mission mode that we've been working on for the past few days. Up to mission 6, where I've been set the very specific task of completing 3 projects in the same phase of the moon, as in ones that use that same to complete 3 projects with the same moon phase and score 25 credits. So that's a very specific target. That's going to be a thing. So we're going deep into sorcery, and we're going narrow into sorcery. This is going to be an interesting one, but I believe I can do it. I believe I can do it. I start the game with my choice of one of these 2 projects to work with. I love both of them. Crawling Claw, great for finishing off projects. Potion of Prosperity, good way to get some value out of those stock cards. I think I'm going to lean with the potion this time. Sorry, Crawling Claw. Save you for another day. So I have that as our starting project. Got my research grant with some money in my pocket and ready to roll. So let's go. Turn 1. It's the first quarter. And right out the gate. So I made some terrible mistakes in games previous where the projects I needed were just staring me in the face. And I'm like, no, I want to dig. I want cards. And I can't help but notice Veil of Darkness and Unearth are right here, and that's 2/3 of what I need to get done for my mission. Also, great cards, and having a fantastic new moon phase every month is not bad. So I could spend my research grant on that. I won't have any change to do with that extra dollar because that's 4 right there. I got 5 to spend, but I can rest a lot easier that I have a shot at actually completing this mission. I haven't failed yet, but man, it's been close. All right, let's refill those projects that I just purchased from the project decks. A couple more 100 level projects. And let's see what the robot player does. Now, the way the robot player works, they reveal the top card of the deck, and depending on what symbols are here, it does something. All we actually care about here are these -1s in this case, which, according to my handy-dandy playtest sheet that's off camera here, means going to take the top row of the market. Robot player also scores this card. So I'm glad I did what I did. Got that new moon card right away. And the robots can also dump some cards in the discard. Ooh, some stuff there that I'm actually kind of curious about. Well, didn't touch the cards there, so there's still plenty for me to get to. I have no cards to commit, so we move on to the full moon. Now, definitely here we got to dig. I have nothing hand, nothing up my sleeve, nothing. So let's go digging. What do we got here? What am I actually looking for? That'd be a good question to ask myself, wouldn't it be? All sorts of things. All sorts of things. I could be working this Unearth. That's actually a very good idea to have done by the new moon. So that's going to be my target. I want to get bones and worms out of this. Now, the bones are not that hard to get, so that seems very doable. I'm going to pass on this and hope that I can get better. Not that it's bad, it's just I'm greedy. I'm a greedy person. Speaking of greedy person, if I had cash flow problems, I wouldn't after I got this. But unfortunately, that doesn't give us anywhere closer to our goal of getting Unearth. So I'm going to pass on that as well, but I'm going to remember that that's there, just in case the robot doesn't go for it. You know what? Patience paid out. Bone and worm, what'd I say? That's exactly what I want. So, let's go into my hand. The robot player gets a turn. And according to this rib there, they're going to take the middle stack. So, oh, really? Remember I said? Let's remember those are there for later. No, they're not going to be there for later. Also, those are high dollar items. That's going to matter for the robot score. That's bumming me out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, well now we get to commit our cards. Let's commit 2 to Unearth here. Well on our way to getting that done on time. We have the very low bar of get a bone and get it committed by the end of this upcoming turn, which, by the way, starts now. I know where a bone is. I left it right there in the first pile. Let's go get it. Let's get it right now. Does this meet my bar? It absolutely meets my bar. The rest of the stuff's been picked over, and this is fantastic. I'm going to take it. It's going to help me work on multiple projects at once. This is looking great. Okay, decks are all reset to 1. Robot, what are you doing? You're going to take the left pile. Okay. Well, leaving the stack's not very great for me, but I feel good about my pull for the turn. So let's make sure we do this right. We just need a generic bone for this, so we'll use this kind of crappy one there for Unearth. And we got an extra commit. I'm going to start working on Potion of Prosperity. So let's put a mushroom into that. Start brewing it. Okay, we complete our projects. This one has met the need of, 2 bones and a worm. I didn't cheat there, right? There they are. 2 bones and a worm. So project is completed. Flip it over. That ability is now online, which is fantastic because you know what turn it is? The new moon. And you know when this is valid? During the new moon. So my action is not going to go through these paltry piles of 1, but my action is going to be to draw 6, keep 4, then add the remaining 2 to the pile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is perfect. This is a great opening. What did we end up with here? Well, what do we need? Mushrooms covered. We need 3 bones, worm, and some stuff we're going to have to go to market for. So what we don't need is a mushroom right now, so I'm willing to put that back. And we don't need a second worm, so and it's also not worth very much, so we'll put that back. We're going to put these on the rightmost piles. Maybe tempt the robot to go further over. I also had a mushroom and a bone, so that's all good. Okay, speaking of robot, how are you doing? The robot is going to take the largest pile, which in the case of a tie is the leftmost, so that's going to be the middle. Then, per the usual rules, refills anything it went over, and we can start working our commits. So, what are we doing here? I say we commit the worm to our potion. And cheapest bone to Veil of Darkness. We'll make sure we complete that by the end of next month. And find 1 more of these new moon things. Now we may want to double up and try to get some, half moon options, like helping hands. We're gonna need a backup plan in case we don't see the projects we need, or can't act on them quick enough. Yeah, all right, that takes us to the end of our turn. We didn't complete anything, so we move to the next month. These projects go away, everything shifts down, and we are in full swing of 200 level courses. Unstoppable Bone Sphere comes in, Alchemic Alacrity comes in, and the piles get deeper. All right, now time for our action. What are we thinking here? Now, we've got some money items. I mean, kind of distributed, but we have some money items. We could go shopping, and in particular, we want to go shopping so we can get this potion done and start filling up our other stuff. So the question is, do we do it now, or do we do it next turn? And if we do it now, what are we buying? What are we buying? I mentioned Helping Hands being good for the half moonness, so that would be helpful. However, the actual effect there really wants us to have some completed reanimates, and we have not done that at all. Luckily, there's a whole bunch here. There's 3, in fact: Worm Golem, Reanimate, and Unstoppable Bone Sphere. All great for different reasons. Worm Golem helps us fish some stuff out of the graveyard, get some value back. Reanimate allows us to level up our commit rate. Requires very specific bone planning. The Bone Sphere, just a good points fortress. Now, if I go Helping Hands and Worm Golem, I'm not putting myself out of much in the ways of money, but I am looking at needing a whole bunch of worms, and that's very specific. I've been caught in that before. However, this Reanimate, I already got a good card to start it off with. Those mammal remains will make a very nice Reanimate. So here's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I like this plan. Although it's going to stretch me a little bit, let's go to market, get Reanimate, Helping Hands, and the single vial that I need for Potion of Prosperity with these 6 that I have to spend. $6, $6 worth of stuff. New reanimate comes in. There's just skeletons for days. And Transfiguration. No, that's no way to get the full moon. Okay. End of turn. Let's start getting to the committing. Potion of Prosperity. I'm giving you this. Now, we need to remember to get a bone next turn. I could put one in right now, but there's no need to rush. I would also much rather have that give some point values to the reanimate. Okay, I jumped ahead to commits and I forgot there's a robot. What is the robot doing? Taking the left pile, the most pile as it is. Okay, did my commits, end of round, full moon. Let's go digging. I have no cards in hand. I really need to dig. Okay. I was about to say there's basically no chance I'm going to take a single card. If I'm going to take a single card, this is the one. It allows us to beef up our reanimate with some more points, or sell it, and that'd be great. However, I need to finish this potion. I need to go broad. I need to get some value. I'm going to hide that and hope that I can come back and get it. Okay, what do we have here? Worms, which we need for helping hands, and a bone. Now I could push my luck for one more to get these 3 cards and hope that it's what I want. But I want these cards. They work. There's nothing wrong with them. We're going to take it. Okay, how about you, robot? What did you go for? The +1 there says you're going to take the top row of the market. So welcome to all the reanimates you could ever want. Have fun. Now, if you're looking closely, you'll see that we have 2 full moons. So if we want to hedge on our ability to do new moon as our get 3 of for our mission that we're going for, that's our path there. And maybe I'll do that, but right now I want to finish what I got going. So let's commit. Need just a bone, any old bone for that potion. And where were those worms going? Helping hands. Okay, Potion of Prosperity is going to complete. We slow rolled it successfully. We get 3 stock cards for free. I think candle, candle, candle. That's what I think. All right, those are completed. 3 candles, please. I'm not using this space up here. I could stuff stuff there, but I'm not sure what. Maybe cards you don't care about? Maybe. Could like stack them up like this. No, looks weird. Maybe. Try to figure out how to use the space. But we'll try that for a bit. That might drive me crazy, or it might be fine. Okay, end of round. End of that round. That phase of the moon is done, and we're on to the last quarter. I get to take my action, and my action's going to be dig. Oh, hey, I left this thing for me, and I'd already forgotten about it. I'm stoked. I think we should do it. Oh, I totally forgot to do this, but I'll be able to complete it this turn as long as I pay attention. Whew, almost missed it. Okay, we'll take those. How about you, robot? With a head, you are going to take the rightmost pile. Well, I wanted that pile. Wanted that pile quite a bit. Such is the way. Okay. Let's commit some stuff. So, as I said, there's a very particular way I want to do this, which is spend my 2 commits on Veil of Darkness. So this will get us our 3rd completed project. Look at that, all the way through, Bone, Bone, and Candle. And that's just in time for the new moon. So we got our 2nd moon ability up and rolling. And that feels great. All right, let's make some, move these things in a little bit more so you can see what I got cooking. At least I hope you can. My hand will be over here. I don't know how much you care. Great. Great. We got those committed. Man, I'm still bitter about taking it that pile 3. Stupid robot. All right, new moon. Yeah, let's do all the things that we want to do. So, unearth as our replacement action. We're going to draw 6 cards. Oh, that was 6. Keep 4, and add 2 to any. Whoa! Look at this money! Okay, there's only 2 of these cards. I got both of them. They're the highest value cards, so that's great. I got a. This is. Whew, I just need to take a moment. This is quite a hand. Um, Now let's not be hasty though. As much as I like this money, I got to make my needs here. So I don't need a second skull for a skeleton, but I do like the monetary value. I need another worm for helping hands, and I'd love to get that online as soon as possible, just for the value. Although actually it doesn't trigger anything until my reanimate's done, so I have time on those worms. It's hard to pass up this level of money. That gets me so much flexibility. I think this one's just out, so that's one less. I don't have any hands for my reanimate, and I'm going to need them, so keeping that seems important. So how about we let the worm go and plan on getting another? In fact, we may be able to pick up that exact worm. I'll put it in the middle. We'll see what happens with that. And we'll keep this. That was a delicious pull. All right, robot, are you just going to go grab my worm? Yeah, actually it will. I go in and grab the highest pile, which happened to be that one. Robot. Always the bane of me. Okay, well, we get to do some commits here. Finishing Helping Hands early doesn't actually help us, but we can get these done. Well, not done. Get those in, adding a second extra credit marker to our reanimate here. Whew, that's going to be a 6-pointer when it's done. So all it's missing is arms and legs. We got half of it right there. We're going to need some more. Okay. Oh, hey, when my turn ends, I get to take a card from the discard. Don't forget that. Don't forget it. What do we got in here? I'm kind of just into making this the best reanimate ever by giving it bird wings. I don't know if that's the best play, but it's the play I'm most excited about. Okay. End of the month. All right, we're halfway through this game. Let's keep going. So when we roll over, we add some cards to the piles. We shift the market down. And we have now opened up the ability to take some advanced 300 level courses. Oh my, okay, I think I have to jump on this. See that lunar eclipse? That is everything we need in order to meet our goals. Specifically, it's got the new moon on it. So as long as we buy that, we're good. As much as I'd love to dig through these piles, look at that first. It's 5 high. I can't afford to let that card go. It's not in the it's not okay. So let's buy it. Thankfully, I've got this ring here. That gets me most of the way. Throwing a candle in actually there. It gets me all the way and then some. So lunar eclipse plus a candle. Now I could do some more shopping while we're here. I've got that other ring. I've got plenty of money. So what do we want to do with it? Whew. Completed reanimates would be good with helping hands, but there aren't any here. Transfiguration can let me get stock cards. Inner Flame can help me get specifically candles. Apparition is a fantastic target for that fossil I just picked up. And when you're flush with money, it's a good card. Inner Flame is such a good time, though. Lets me get free candles, and it's just a fun card, and I want to have fun, and I can afford it with this ring. Of note, if I'm going to plan on doing that, I actually don't need any of these candles. So let's see. Let's not buy that candle. Currently, we got 4 left if I'm tracking there. And you know what? We can get apparition as well. I'm not worried about the additional commits because my reanimate's going to get me there. Now, getting cards from the discard, that will be exciting. But we don't have a way to get free vials. And you know what? Apparition here is just going to get me some points, which I think is going to be worth it. And I got the 4 to spare. So let's grab that. Okay, after much debate, we have what we were fishing for. Mainly our goal now is to get enough points to meet our mission goal. But Robot, what are you doing? What are you doing, Robot? You're taking the left. Oh, man. Well, I just fed the biggest pile. We knew that was going to happen, though, didn't we? The robot was going to get that. That was the price of passage. So let's see. 1 there, 2 there, 3 there. I know it's hard to see with these sleeves. These sleeves are, well, they are what they are. I need to print up some more cards. Okay, I do get to do commits this turn. Let's finish our friend that we keep talking up here. So that avian wing is going to get another extra credit token. So we got 2 sets of limbs, ribs, head, candle. Good to go. A 7-point reanimate, which is worthy of praise. It's done right there. We got a lot of projects here now, don't we? We're doing it. Okay. Okay, that was good. That was good. Full moon. Well, obviously we need to dig. Let's dig it up. No, I'm not gonna go for a single skull. I need more cards. We're going for value here. 2 mushrooms. We literally don't need mushrooms, so I'm gonna take a pass on that. I mean, maybe in the future we do, but this is more like it. So we need that for inner flame. We need the valuables there, and the rest of the stuff we'll find a home for. I'm not worried. Okay, robot, what are you going for? Market. Market. Okay. You can have them. Top of the market. It's been top of the market every time for them. I think so. 5 in the discard. And some new projects. What do we get here? Now Plague, which is fun. Distilling Draught and Entropic Elixir. Well, I'm not really getting alchemy projects to make Elixir worth it. Distilling Draught is just kind of a nice through path to chain into another project. But I've got projects going on. I'm particularly looking for candle projects, which are none of these. These are all vial projects. So we're going to stay off the market for a bit. All right, commits. I would love to have Lunar Eclipse done in time. That would require me to find 3 worms out of nowhere next turn. I don't see that happening. So let's work on Inner Flame, which is what this was set aside for anyway. So 2 of the cards I need for that there. Now, because my reanimate, I have another commit here. I don't think there's a problem throwing one of these into the Lunar Eclipse. I could work on Apparition, but Lunar Eclipse is more essential. Both, I mean, it's more points. It's also part of my win condition. Okay, last corner here. Still haven't worked on Helping Hands like at all. So as much as I'd like to trigger that right now, it's not going to happen. Okay, we're looking very hard for the ribs here. That's our ideal pull. If not that, we need worms. Man, I noticed the worm requirement earlier on in the game, and now I'm sitting here staring at a whole bunch of worms and wishing I'd noticed. Okay, well, not taking that. We need worms and ribs. I mean, I can use that for the apparition, but no, this is not what's supposed to happen. This is not how it's meant to be. Oh, you're not it either. All right, I don't like top decking, but it is what I'm going to do. So whatever this is, we're taking it. Oh, do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? That's exactly what we need. Whew. Okay, no cards to do the robot, so let's shuffle. Let's shuffle that. What a great pull. Last card on the deck was exactly what I wanted. I'd like to say that's card counting, but I'm not. Also, I'm putting the cards from the robot face down, so I don't know what's out of the game. Could be exactly what I need, could be a whole bunch of garbage. Hard to say. Alright, here we go. Robot. You're gonna take the biggest, aren't you? Oh, man. That's 4 cards. Okay. Okay. Good thing it's the new man. This is when we shine, right? I hope so. Oh, we forgot to commit. I was like, wait a second. I feel like I should be more ahead than that. Yeah. We're going to finish Inner Flame, and we're going to get the apparition rolling. Inner flame being done means we can commit candles as if they're in our hand from now on out. So, excuse me, reanimate. I need to make some room here. You have too much extra credit. So that's going to help us use these extra commits in the future because we just have more stuff. Okay, move up apparition. All right, now it's the new moon. And we're going to be able to take from the discard because of Veil of Darkness. Not a lot of targets, but that's okay. Does that first stack have a whole bunch of worms? If so, I want it. Otherwise, I think we're gonna unearth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I said worms, right? I said it out loud. I guess I can't complain after I got that miraculous draw. Man, what a just not what I need at all. So I guess we're taking the money here. So there's some money. These are worth money. And these can just go back where they came from. Not where they came from. Back in the piles. Robot, what do you think about this turn? Oh, wait. After my turn ends, I can take a card from the discard. I'm not going to forget to do that. I did forget to do that, but then I remembered. Robot is taking the leftmost pile. Scoring a total of 5 cards there. Can't keep allowing the robot to do that. And we are at the commit step, so gotta work on Lunar Eclipse a little bit. We can commit candles as if they were in our hands, and we will do that for our next 2 commits. 3 worms, 1 month. 4 if I can help it. That's our goal right now. Oh man. Last month. Alright, sweeten the stacks. We're gonna go digging. Digging for worms. I'm hoping this last pile right here. See this big choicey stack? That's where we want to be. Alright, let's dig. Okay, how badly do I worms? Pretty badly. Do I think the robot's going to take this and make me cry? Possibly. Possibly. Do I think it's going to make me cry if the robot takes that last stack of 4? Yeah. Choices. Choices, indeed. Worms are the most common card. I'm going to see 6 more cards if I keep going. Oh, that's a stack of 3? Even more. I'm going to keep going and hope that I just plant that worm there and harvest it later. These are where the risks come in. No, the middle stack is not having what we need. So, regret is my name. Regret is everything that I am. Yeah, well, I mean, as long as the robot doesn't take that first stack, then we're not actually down anything. But man, that's not what we wanted to have happen. Now I'm debating whether I go in and get that Bone Naga and use my extra commits on that, but I don't know if I can do that and get the worm. It's going to be tight. We'll take the cards just for monetary value. I just don't think my odds of getting a worm off the top are that high. And robot, you are taking the left pile. You would. Oh, this is rough. All right, well, we can't complete that because I didn't take that. We just need worms. Okay. Letting all those commits go to waste. We dig. Okay, wait, do we dig? It's 3 new cards, right? One of them can be a worm. We could pick the Bone Naga up. I need 3 worms. Wow, I shouldn't have passed on that. I gambled, I lost. We'll be able to get out of the discard, but there aren't any in the discard. We'll be able to do big selection on the last turn, so really hoping to get some there. This is just one more deep, so the chances that is a worm are low. If I'm going for the Bone Naga, I'm really just trying to squeeze some more points out. How am I? I'm pretty good on points. I got 10, 16. Assuming I finish Lunar Eclipse, that's 22, and then just Apparition. So I'm going to get my point target. All right, digging for worms. Don't let me stop on anything that doesn't have a worm. That's what I need for Apparition, but this is how the robot wins right here, is by me having my single focus. I'll take that one worm. I will take it. I will cry into it, drown it in my tears. Robot, you are taking the bottom row of the market. Okay. You're not just taking the bottom row of the market, you're dumping some cards into the yard. We're actually running out of a draw deck here. Thought this might be possible with the robot doing so much. And lo and behold, it has happened. I do have commits to do. One on Lunar Eclipse. Let's not forget that. Okay. Here we go. Dig. No. We know there's no worms coming out here. Don't we? Oh, look at that. Look at that delightful little crawly creature. Get in here. Robot. You're going. I never even refunded the market, but you're taking it. Here, I'll give you the top as well. Okay. Let's see what we got here. And that should go in the discard, but it won't be there for long. Okay. Let's commit. I'm going to complete this apparition. Use an expensive card, but that's okay. So look at this fantastic points value here. And of course, I'm committing to Lunar Eclipse. I'm regretting giving that worm to Helping Hands. Should have been paying attention to how much I was going to need worms. And that's that. Now, last turn, I would say draw 6 cards from the deck and then add 2 to the remaining piles, but there's not that many cards left in the deck. There aren't 6 cards with which to do that. They're all in my hand or in the robot's pile. What we're doing here is we're testing the robot rules and trying to tune those so that we have the best solo player single player game possible. And with that comes some quirks, which is tuning the robot player and how many cards it takes defines the difficulty and also where things might go off the wheels. So, off the rails is the same. And so I don't think it's okay that we've run out of cards here. So we'll have to work on tweaking that. But let's see. No cards, no worms. Are there any worms left in the game? Because if not, there aren't. Yeah, I didn't think there were. Then there's nothing to be done. So we will take that, and we'll just see how much money we get. All right, we broke the game. Makes me sad, but we can see how well we did. All right, robot, you have nothing to pull either. So this should shuffle. Delete that, and you do this. You get the market row bottom. Also $5 card. Okay, I'll add this to your stack. I'm not going to refill it because that's last game. Okay, so let's score it up. So we didn't make our goal. We didn't complete Lunar Eclipse. But we did get some points. So let's score it up again. Set 7, 10, 16, 21 in projects. Would have been 27 there, which would have hit our goal. Don't tell me I had a verb in here the whole time. Okay, we also get points according to how much money we have in our hand. So what do we have? 5, 10. We had quite a bit here. 4, 6, 20, 25. If we divide that by 8, I believe we get 3. So I'll track this with 3 extra credit markers just here after the side to remember. Or we can just remember the math, which was 10, 16, 21, 24 points. Okay, 24 is what we got. I'm gonna see what the robot got, but I know it's way more than we did. We were allowing it to take very large stacks as we were focused on specific projects. So, forming stacks of 10. Let's do that. That's 10. $20. 30. 40. 50. 60. I don't think it's going to break its high score. Oh man, never mind. I see the 2 rings in here. 70. 81. I don't think that's. I'll have to check through my notes, but I think the highest was at 83. When I totally got creamed that one time, but 81, which is going to give them 40 points, a very respectable score that I was nowhere near as I scrambled in Wormtown. Definitely needed more filtering effects to get that, and really shouldn't have cracked open Helping Hands. That was a mistake. Although I did that before I knew Lunar Eclipse was going to be there. I can't remember if I committed the worm before then, but I needed to pivot harder to get those 3 worms than I did. That was my mistake. I did love Inner Flame, getting that set up to get some efficiency in my projects. I'm very proud of the skeleton. 7-point reanimate is a delightful thing. And these do pair well. Everything going well there, but did not realize how seriously I needed to take that pivot. So I believe this is my first mission failure. I'm not going to take that as a demoralizing defeat and get back in there and hit it again. So I'll be recording a new session soon. We're going to get this. All right. Until then, goodbye.